Hello everybody, in this video I'm gonna show you how to make a Ravager Horn in vanilla Minecraft with commands. Now Ravager Horn isn't very detailed, so let me just show you what it does. It summons a rideable Ravager, really cool. And the Ravager will also attack other players if you get close to them, but I'm just gonna use Bobby here because I got no friends online. So if I get close to him, he's dead. Goodbye, Bobby, you will be missed. Also, I suck at building graves. Now, let's actually check out the actual commands. Voila. Now, before you click off the video, they're all in the description, so you can paste them in your world. And imagine I had to make every single command. At least you just gotta paste them. But let's start. We'll start with the give command. So the way you get the Ravager Horn is this orange command block. It has to be impulse, unconditional, and needs redstone. And then it says give to the closest player to the command block a goat horn, the sick one. This is the instrument thing, that's what it means. Then the name is Ravager Horn. You can change this, just make sure you don't change anything else besides the text in the brackets. Then italic equal false, very important. Then the color of the text, the name, I chose dark gray, you can change this. Then lore, that means the description of the item, I'll show you in a second. And it says you can summon a rideable Ravager. And the color of the lore is purple, and again the text of the lore italic equal false. Get yourself a button, and if you press it you will get a Ravager Horn, seek, and as you can see the purple lore, that being the description, you can summon a rideable Ravager. Before you continue, I've left this command in the description, paste it in chat, and it will basically detect every time you use a Ravager Horn. Enter, and now let's check this command. First of all, it has to be repeat, unconditional, always active, and it says that the command is only happening if the score of a player with this special Ravager Horn in hand is 1, and unless there is already a Ravager with the tag horn in the world. Then this at means where the command is executed, and it is executed at the player that used the horn. This is what this whole thing says. I know, commands are long and complicated. And then it just summons a Ravager with the tag horn. Tag is basically kinda like an invisible name, so a command can detect that entity and not another one. And then DeathLootTable empty, so when you kill it, it will not actually drop a saddle, because they usually do. Second command has to be chain, unconditional, always active, and this whole thing is the same thing as the other one, but it summons a camel. Then the tag is horn, as with the Ravager. Then tame equal 1 means that it's already tamed, so you don't have to struggle with that. And invulnerable equal 1 means that you cannot actually kill it, only in creative. And no AI means that it's not gonna walk off on its own, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna make sounds either. Also, before we continue, make sure the arrow is pointing to the next command block, or else it's not gonna work. But let's check the third one. This one will have to be chain, conditional, and always active. And it just says that the player that used the horn will mount the camel that it just summoned. The next two commands have to be done in chat. First of all, team add collision, and then team modify collision rule, push other teams. Also enter, I press enter, I've already done them, so I'm not gonna do this. And let's check the fourth command block, chain, unconditional, always active, and it says that it only executes the command if the player's score that used the Ravager Horn is 1. And then run team join collision at e tag equal horn, so our camel and our Ravager. And that's because if you don't do this, they will push each other and it won't look like you're actually riding the Ravager. Next command just gives the camel invisibility forever, And also very important, put true, because if you don't actually put true, it will work, but particles will show up. And another thing, all the commands from above this one will be chain, unconditional, and always active, so I won't keep saying that. Now the next command will take a saddle called Ravager saddle from a player, and you will see why in a second. Now you do need a saddle to ride the camel, so this command will do just that. It executes the command at a camel with the tag horn, so the camel is summoned. If my score is 1, and then run data modify entity at s saddle item set value and then id minecraft saddle count equal 1b. So this whole thing just puts a saddle on the camel automatically. Now you have to create another team called damage, so team add damage, so the Ravager won't damage you where you're in survival on it, and press enter. I already created that team, and this command will just add the Ravager to that team. Now technically, when you ride the camel, you will see the camel's health, but I actually changed that so you can actually see the Ravager's health. But before we link them, we will have to change the max health of the camel. So you will have to execute if score at the, then the whole thing that detects if you used the horn, so this thing, and then Ravager Horn matches 1 as at e type equal Minecraft camel tag equal horn. So this means that the command will be executed by the camel, and is because then we will do run attribute at s, meaning yourself, generic max health, base set 60. Now the previous command created a new max health for the camel, but it didn't actually heal it, so this is what this command does. It says execute if score at a, and then this whole thing, Ravager Horn matches 1, run data merge, then entity at e type equal Minecraft camel tag equal horn limit equal 1, health equal 60th. Now this command just changes the name of the saddle that was equipped on the camel a few commands before, because the clear command for the saddle, if I would have just did /clear saddle, it would have cleared all the saddles, and I just wanted to clear the special camel saddle so you cannot actually cheat when it dies, take it and have infinite saddles. And it would have made more sense to put them together, but it wouldn't work because the commands have to be in a certain order. Now this next command just makes the player join the damage team, because if the Ravager is the only one in it, it won't actually stop damaging you. So that's what this does, team join damage, and then the player that used the special horn. So the next command here says that it will kill the Ravager if you get too far away from it, so it doesn't roam randomly in the world, and it does like this. So execute at a team equal damage, so that means it's executed at the guy who used the horn, unless entity at a type equal Minecraft camel tag equal horn distance equal 3.5 at a team equal damage. So this whole thing says that it isn't gonna be executed if the camel is at less than 3.5 blocks, and then run kill addy tag equal horn, so both the camel and the Ravager. The next command just says that if the camel is at more than 3.5 blocks distance to you, then you will leave team damage, so you don't remain there for no reason. So it's execute at a team equal damage unless entity addy type equal Minecraft camel tag equal horn distance equal more than 3.5 at a team equal damage, run team empty damage. And team empty damage means only you, because the Ravager would be already dead because of the previous command. And the last command just says the score Ravager Horn to 0, so the other commands don't keep happening, because that would break everything. And we're finally done! Hooray! There's also this and this. If you remember, I said I will link the health of the Ravager to the camel, and that's what this command is, so let's check it out. So here's the command. It has to be on repeat, unconditional, always active, and all of these complicated big words like store result and things like this basically mean that this is the Ravager, right? Array type equal Minecraft Ravager tag equal horn limit equal 1, and it takes the health of the Ravager and it puts it in the health of the camel. So like here, array type equal Minecraft camel tag equal horn limit equal 1, and the whole very fancy command says slash execute store result entity array type equal Minecraft camel tag equal horn limit equal 1 health float 1 run data get entity array type equal Minecraft Ravager tag equal horn limit equal 1 health. Okay, yeah, just paste it from the description. I think that'd be easier. I've done this like a month ago, so I don't exactly remember what's going on with this command. Just paste it, okay? Now, what are actually these 4 commands? Well, basically, I could do a command that teleports the Ravager to the camel constantly or repeating. But when you're riding the Ravager, it would look like you're riding his head. So we have 4 commands, and depending on the direction we are facing, so like west, east, north, south, the Ravager will be teleported 1 block behind the camel, and you cannot actually do it so like it's always behind the camel. Doesn't matter which direction you're facing, you have to do it this way. So that's why these 4 are here. Now let's check them out. The first command is on repeat, unconditional, always active, and it says execute at it type equal Minecraft camel tag equal horn if entity at a, and then the Y rotation is the direction you're facing, and then team equal damage, run TP at it tag equal horn type equal Minecraft Ravager, then the place, and the last one is so it is teleported 1.5 blocks behind the camel. And this is so it is moving his head like you're moving your head, so it looks like you're actually riding it. And this is 5, and it means that it's not gonna constantly be nodding his head, and his head is always gonna look straight, if you know what I mean. And the other 3 commands are just the Y rotation from here changed. So this time it's 135, 250, 225, and the teleportation. So if we go here, is this time minus 1.5. Then next one, let's check it out. It is, let's see, 45, 135, and minus 1.5 here, first one, and the last one, let's see, okay, I have to get closer to it, and it's 225, 40, minus 45, and it's 1.5 first one, but you got them all in the description, so don't worry. And why is this one on needs redstone? Whoops, my bad. Editor me here, I did in fact press cancel, and then I was wondering why it doesn't work. Yeah, I'm broken. The last thing you have to do is step on the command block and go in chat and type /force/load add and then your code, so the command works everywhere in your world. And you're done. No joke this time, let's check it out. It is really, really fun. So you spawn your Ravager and you can walk around. Also, there are some downsides. For example, you can hit your own Ravager, and this also will show you that the health system works, but at the start it didn't show up because the Ravager has some immunity or something, but it does work. I'm not gonna actually kill it. And it looks a bit weird because when you stay like this, it looks like you're at the end of your Ravager, and when you start walking, you're here, but it's better than riding his head. And the weirdest thing, yeah, I don't even know what to say. Also, Ravager break leaves. whatever. When you're done, also, if you get further away, he's gonna die. And this is the saddle for the camel. And we did the clear command. You cannot actually kill it like this. Unfortunately, the item destroyed. But you cannot actually get it either. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And bye bye. Have a good day or night or whatever. Bye. Also, you there. Please like the video so I can become famous. But of course, I mean, so other people can see it. Yeah. Thank you. Now, bye.